Today, I'm going to share with you where you can find your audience, the best online visibility strategies, hosted by me, Alexandra Figueredo, a brand and visibility coach, helping you to stand out in your industry and be seen and heard with your message. All right, so a couple of things when we're thinking about where is my audience, where can you find them? We want to match up your audience demographic to the platform. So you want to figure out what platform your audience is on or platforms, and the usage and intention of your content. So as an example, I'm going to go through a few of the most popular social media accounts now. And, just to put this into context, let's say your audience are business professionals. Well, if you're creating entertaining content, right? The usage and intention of your content is to entertain, then putting entertaining content for business professionals on LinkedIn may or may not land, right? Like that might not be the best place to do it. So just being intentional of these two things, not only the platform, but also the usage and intention of your content. All right, so we're going to go now through the most important, most popular social media accounts in 2022. These are figures that I have come up with, all US based information from the last few months. All right, so let's dig into Instagram. So Instagram has 1.44 billion active users, and it's largely the majority are between 18 and 44 years old. But I wanted to break it down just so that you see if your audience is 25 to 34-year-olds. That is the largest component, the largest age group on Instagram, followed by 18 to 24-year-olds is 25.5%. So about 55% are in this 18 to 34-year-old range. Okay, so that is a significant component. And it's largely entertaining videos. Instagram has moved over to video, not just being a photo app. Now it's a video app. And so a lot of entertainment, as well as what I refer to as edutainment, which is blending education and information in an entertaining fashion. And so reels and stories are very popular. Instagram is moving to short form video content. And also everything is kind of becoming shorter. So now you don't even need to speak in your videos. You can just add text in your video, or you can add captions. And there are shorter actual text captions. What you'd write the caption of your post is shorter than other platforms. And PS, they're adding subscriptions for monetization. So it's a great place if you do want to do some type of an educational component or training component, or just members only component. This is a great option for you if that's who your audience is and what your intention for your content is, all right? So just to recap, it tends to skew younger than other platforms. If your content is entertaining or is edutaining, right? So if there is a training or educational component to it, you could use Instagram. All right, next up is Facebook. And Facebook has 2.96 billion active users. It skews a little bit on the older side. So generally it's between 18 to 55-year-olds. 23.6% are 25 to 34-year-olds in the US. I thought it was actually going to skew a little bit older, but that's the biggest age group. And 54% of the users are women. So it's a little bit more female friendly than other platforms, female heavy than other platforms. And what's cool about Facebook is if you have a brand page or a business page, it definitely allows you to have your personal and your business page. So that's a great differentiator. If you're more of a business or have more of a brand or a business page, Facebook is great for you to be on. And photos and Facebook Lives are still popular. And I love Facebook Live if you don't want to prep anything or have anything scripted in advance. You just want to go and not have to worry about editing. Facebook Live or any live from any platform is always popular and always a great idea. And so Facebook now has a reel section as well. So when you post on Instagram, you have the option of posting on Facebook as well. So it gets you more reach for your content and gives you the opportunity to do longer captions. So you can write more, right? Like there's on other platforms, you don't have really the ability to write so much. Facebook allows you to create a story. So just to recap, Facebook is great for a lot larger audience. So as far as age group, more women are on there, so you could focus on women. And it allows you to, if you're creating a lot of stories, if you're writing out a lot of stories, you can use Facebook for that type of content. And what's really cool, it does have the Facebook Live component. So if you do want to do videos, if you want to create a story and not have to worry about editing it, Facebook Live is a great component for you. All right, let's move along. TikTok. So TikTok has 1 billion users, and the median range is between 10 to 39 years old. 32.5% are 10-year-olds to 19-year-olds. I didn't even know 10-year-olds could be on there. 29.5% are between 20 and 29 years old, and 16.4% are between 30 to 39 years old. So here's the thing. A year ago, when I looked at these stats, 60% of the audience, at least the numbers I was getting, were between 16 to 24 years old. Now the range is skewing older. So it's starting to age up, which is a good sign if you have older, if your audience is not super young, if you have an older audience, then you can use TikTok. And TikTok is great for entertaining videos, trending sounds, songs, also could be for edutainment, educational and informational content. It's really, you put video on there. So even if you just have still photos, you can add a song on there and you turn it into a video. So it's really a way to make any content that you have more entertaining and more interesting, frankly. And TikTok has its own, its own vibe that's different from Instagram. And so a lot of times over the last, couple of years, you post it on one platform, you post it on the other platform, but there really is, each platform has its own energy, its own vibration, its own community. And so if you're going to I just started a TikTok account, and in just 2 days, and already almost all of my videos have gotten so much more engagement than other platforms. So it's probably the best way. If you want to go viral, then TikTok is the way to go, because right now you have the best chance, even if you just start from scratch, of going viral with your videos is through TikTok. And so it has shorter captions, and just like Instagram rather, you can put text in video. And now you can put up to 10-minute videos. I'm not sure why they did this, but it allows the content creators that want to tell a greater story or want to have more educational content, more training type thing, to have longer videos on TikTok. It also has some other really cool features that they've added. Filters, right? Filters. There's so many. I mean, TikTok is its own, again, it's just its own world. And I just love TikTok. It wasn't something I normally use, but for my new passion project, which is empowering true crime, it's specifically a more uplifting way to view true crime. I'm on TikTok, and I'm seeing already that that's a great platform for that particular audience. So just to recap, if your audience tends to be on the younger side, and if you like to mix entertainment, songs, sounds to your content, be it whatever it is, be it entertainment or educational content, then TikTok is the place to be. All right, YouTube. So YouTube has 2.1 billion users. 95% of 18 to 29-year-olds are on YouTube, and 91% of 30 to 49-year-olds are using YouTube. So that is between 18 to 49 years old, people are using YouTube. This is based on the US, just a reminder. And they just added shorts over the last year or so to compete with TikTok and Reels. And this is the biggest chance, if you want to go viral, or if you want to get the biggest reach, is through shorts. And actually, they just changed the way that you're allowed to monetize. Before, it used to be you had to have 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours. And now they've made it so that it's either watch hours, or I think it's like 10 million views in a short period of time. I don't know. It's something really, really ridiculous, but it's possible. If you're a short form content creator, somebody who likes to create entertaining or edutainment content, that's a really, really great platform if you really want to get in and start to monetize your videos. And this is, again, entertaining and educational videos. Remember that YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. So people they're actually searching for information on YouTube. And if they're not searching for information on YouTube, they're searching it on Google. And a lot of times the videos are the ones that pop up. you've noticed that, Google owns YouTube. Not a coincidence. So, yes, so it's really great if you have any type of content, educational, informational. People are looking, they're searching for information. And what's really cool about YouTube is that videos live on for a long time. You could have evergreen content on there versus there's basically no other platform that is going to pull up on search. It's going to pull up videos from 10 years ago, right? Like sometimes when I'm on YouTube on the dashboard, sometimes I'll get videos, my own videos showing and other people's videos showing from 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. So a lot of it is based on relevance. And so that's a really important. If you have really good videos that you did 5, 10 years ago, they can live on. And I like you can have longer captions on there and clickable links. Other platforms don't have like Instagram and TikTok do not have clickable links, but on YouTube you do have clickable links, which is great. Facebook also has clickable links. I didn't put that there. But this is like a really great tool if you have an event coming up or if you want to share something, you want them to go to, you want a call to action. They have clickable links, which is really cool about YouTube. And just to recap, so YouTube is great if you, for any type of information that you want, that you know people are searching for. So because it's such a big search engine, it's a great place for people to be searching for your content. So if you've got any type of content that people are searching for, YouTube is the place to go. If you want to have a wider reach, you can use shorts, which are the short form videos. That's going to get you to a wider audience. That's minute or less videos. And a really cool feature is that the content is evergreen. So especially if your educational or any type of informational products are going to live on for a really long time. So that's great for that. All right, moving along. Clubhouse. Clubhouse was so popular during the pandemic because it's audio only, but it still only has 10 million users. It's still fairly small. And 56% are between 18 to 34 years old, and 42% of the users are between 35 to 54 years old. So it skews on the younger side, but there are lots of people on there, coaches and trainers. And people are now using it for education. They're using it for entertainment. I've seen pitch competitions. I've seen musicals on there, special interests. So you can have a lot of different things. It's kind of like being in a podcast with a room, which I really like. And you don't have to be on camera because it's audio only. And you can record each of your different rooms. And so you can either turn it into a podcast, like you can repurpose it, or you can turn it into some other content. Like if you actually did, like, let's say I've seen people do master classes on there, you record that and you can give that as a bonus for your audience, or you could post it on YouTube or post it, you can cross promote the different content because they allow you to record it. So a lot of new features on Clubhouse, and they also they're starting club memberships. I'm not sure when that's actually going to be rolling out completely, but that's something that's been promised for a while, so they're working on it for sure. So just to recap, Clubhouse is great if you have any type of educational or basically any content you have, you will find people who are interested in it on Clubhouse, which is great. If you only want to speak, you don't want to write, or you don't want to be on video, Clubhouse is your jam. Lastly is LinkedIn. LinkedIn has 875 million users. It has 18 to 54 year olds is the kind of like the core component. 31% are 30 to 39-year-olds, 24% are 40 to 49-year-olds, and 20% are 18 to 24-year-olds. So I actually was surprised that a large component is for young people, is 18 to 24-year-olds. I assumed it was going to be a lot older, or skew a lot older. But hey, young people are looking for jobs. Young people want to network, right? And so it's really good for professionals and business people, like B2B. And it's a little more serious, right? So you can have educational content on there, informational content. The entertaining content isn't necessarily going to land as much as it would on other platforms. And I love their article builder. You can actually write articles on there, and those can live on like evergreen content. And it could double as your blog. So instead of remember back in the day, people had their own blogs. You don't have to create your own blog. If your audience are professionals and business people, you want to be on LinkedIn, and you can use that as your blog. Just to recap, LinkedIn is great for professionals and business people if that's who your audience is, and the content that you want to create is more educational and more serious. And if you do want to do a blog, great for that. All right, so now that we know the different platforms and what content is best and what audience is best for each platform, Now, here's the $1,000,000 question. Do you know who your audience is? Because we were just talking about where to find your audience, but do you know who your audience is? Because if you don't know who your audience is, then you're not going to find the right platform. You're not going to find the right content to create. So it's so crucial that you know who your audience is. And that's why I want you to make sure that you check out this video. It's going to help you discover who your audience is, and you're going to get so much more clarity. If you haven't already, I would appreciate if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, if you hit the bell for notifications anytime I create a video on branding, visibility, and everything that's going to help you stand out in your industry and grow your business. All right, everyone, have a good one.